just waiting for my Taurus to... Hi, Taurus! So, my voice still sounds a little bad, but we'll work with it. So, I'm a little late with you guys' video, I know. Girl's been under the weather. That's why I only did one video yesterday, because after Taurus, Gemini's video, I was just feeling so, like, my voice was going. So, how you guys been? So, yeah, I know I kind of changed my hair. So you guys are going to work with me on this. So, how have you guys been? I know it's been a pretty rough time for Taurus, because your season is coming up. And usually the sign right before you're everything that sign is not. So, of course, you're going to have a hard time in their season. So, we're in Aries season. You're everything that Aries is not. So, it's going to be like each sign learns from the previous sign. So, of course, you're going to have difficulties in Aries season because... Let's tuck this in. I don't want you guys to see my beads anymore. So, let's get some cards out and we'll talk. Because I feel like you guys are approaching amazing time for you. It's your season. It's coming up towards the end of the month, but we're just gonna have some setbacks before. But honestly, as long as you do what you need to do, you should be fine. Now, some of you guys are needing to be mindful of the people that you are now letting into your atmosphere. Also, I don't want you guys to not get too lazy during Aries season. Also, I need you guys to get out more. We can find the woman or the man of our dreams in the house and expect them to show up at our doorstep. And we're not going to keep recycling the same people that we know don't work. And that's why I also mentioned about being lazy. We're not going to keep recycling the same people that we know don't work. And for some of my Taurus, there's one person that does work, you just don't want to deal with them. Well, we're not going to get into that right now. There's one person that does work, but you don't want them. And for others of you, you keep recycling ones that don't. So, I'm connected and get your cards ready, so. This is so funny. I'm going to show you what cards fell out first in a minute. Your cards are just falling right out. Okay. Your cards are flying right out. We're almost done. Very easy. Yeah, this cough is like giving me a really bad headache. So, have one more card, please. Too many, but you can have one. Some of you guys, it doesn't have to be a direct fire sign, but a fire sign like energy or someone who's very flighty, impulsive, just goes out on a whim. That person is getting on your nerves. Only because you never know what they're thinking. You never know what they're feeling. You never know what they're going to do next. Oh, shit. I don't know what I did with that card. There's a card sitting right here, and I don't know what I did with it. I guess it was supposed to be up. Because a stack fell out, and I think I accidentally picked it up. So, guess it wasn't meant to be. For some of you guys, there's going to be a person that you're thinking about that you thought was the right fit, or you thought it was the right time. Wasn't it? Oh my gosh, this fucking Aries Mars energy. This tower has been coming up in every last one of my readings. This and the Five of Swords and the Emperor. This has been coming out a lot with your cards already. So, we have the Page of Cups. I'm trying to get the glare out of the Page of Cups. Your card, the Hierophant. the Fool, the Eight of Swords, the Tower. Yeah, some of you guys have already cross-watched from my last videos. You've already been seeing this energy a lot. The Emperor. Sitting at the bottom deck, we have the Four of Swords and the Death card. Let's get the obvious shit out of the way. Because I see this fire sign lurking underneath this Four of Swords. Some of you guys may have taken a break from a fire sign, and it doesn't have to be a direct fire sign. It could be someone who's very flighty, impulsive, just says one thing and does another. Some of you guys may be taking a break from that person because they're very inconsistent. Others of you, let's get the obvious shit out of the way. If you're dealing with a Scorpio, that's there. If you're dealing with an Aries, that's there. If you're dealing with another earth sign or Taurus like yourself, that's there. But I'm also feeling like this Mars energy, you're dealing with someone who can be very combative, or you're dealing with someone who, I don't want to say tears your insides apart, but some of you guys may be dealing with someone who disrupts your world so much by not doing anything. If that makes sense. Like, it's not like that you got, like, how do I say? You guys know what I'm saying, right? This person doesn't take a lot of action. They don't really do much, but for some reason, they give you the world of chaos. They have your brain all conflicted because it's against your nature. They're just, everything about them is just against your nature. So when they do nothing, it's against your nature. When I know this person's a mess. I'm gonna clarify my second right away because I have two right aways. Just to show you guys the same parts will fall out no matter what I do. Now, first card right out the gate is the Page of Cups. You guys are wanting to offer your love to someone, or someone wants to you. I feel like it's more so you to someone, but with the Hierophant sitting right next to it, we could have some issues when it comes to your standards or what type of relationship you want. Some of you guys want a very traditional relationship, and I think that could be the problem. And I feel like the person that you want, and it doesn't have to be a traditional relationship. Some of you guys could want a certain type of relationship. Either it's untraditional or it's too traditional for the person you want to deal with. Some of you guys may be dealing with someone who's so untraditional and you want a traditional relationship and it doesn't work. Some of you guys are dealing, you want an untraditional relationship and the person that you're dealing with wants one. It could work either way. The problem that we're having with this, and your card is sitting right here, the problem that we're having is your ideals right now are too fixed. And I feel like that's why the Tower is sitting right underneath this Hierophant, is because they're asking of you the foundation you built your life on, the what's that word I'm looking for? The ideals that you build your life on, the standards you built your relationships on, are not working. And it doesn't help that Venus will be in your sign. I think it's already in your sign. Let me just double check, because I usually write down what's going on planetary wise. I think Venus is already in your sign, if I'm not mistaken. Even though that's your planet, there's Saturn retrograde, Pluto retrograde, you know, which may be making this this Venus go crazy. Let me just double check. I'm gonna double check. Let's just double check, okay? Venus is already in Taurus. And then Venus doesn't enter into Gemini until the 24th. So actually your Venus is in Taurus. I think the problem that we're having is because Venus is right there. There's a lot. Yeah. Venus is in Taurus. Okay. Yeah, that's your home planet, but between this Saturn going retrograde, Mercury being retrograde, Chiron entering Aries on the 17th, there being a new moon on the 15th in Aries, then towards the end of the month, Pluto is going to go retrograde. And let's not forget, towards the end of the month, there being a full moon in Scorpio. Yeah. Like I said, the sign right before yours irritates you the most. That's why Saturn acted the way that it did for the last 3 years, because it was in Sagittarius and it's a sign right before them, and it can't really stand Sagittarius. So for you guys, a lot of the planets are in Aries. So despite your Venus being in Taurus, most of the planets and a good portion of the planets are entering into Aries during this time. Yeah, it's gonna irritate the fuck out. If that's not, it's not funny, but let's just now. Now, the Fool sitting here, you have the opportunity for a new beginning. But with the Death card sitting at the bottom of the deck, is so funny. I talked about the Tower. Look, it's here. And I was going to mention, and this also fell out, 6 of Cups. I was going to mention the past. Nostalgia about it. And it's so funny that before the words even came out of my mouth, the cards fell right out. So, this fucking earring is hurting my ears. Did my phone just vibrate? Or am I bugging? Sorry. Anyway. The past. Are we still reminiscing about the past, Taurus? Yes, we are, because look who's here. Five of I'm bugging. The Hierophant. And what fell out was the stack. 5 of Wands sitting here. Are there people from your past? Is this fire sign returning? Doesn't have to be a direct fire sign, but it could be this person that you really like that was very indecisive. Or very flighty. That you still want to be with. But you're going to stick to, no, I'm not doing it. No, I'm not settling. No, they did all this stuff to me in the past. No, I'm not going to let them back in. No, I'm not going to talk to them. Taurus, what's going on? Are you still caught up with what happened already? Like, get over it. Not the sign can answer or anything. Like, guess this person hurt you. We get it. Now, if this person is coming back to genuinely offer you something nice, there's something about the past that needs to be released. Now, some of you guys, you can't get new love in your life because you're still allowing past situations, because some of you guys are getting lazy and keep recycling, that you can't meet anybody new. Let's just pull some clarification. Clarify this Page of Cups to me. Now, there also could be an instance where there's someone that wants to offer their love to you, and they may be coming up like the Page of Cups. They don't have to be a direct water sign, but this person does not know how to really express their emotions. Or you may make this person feel like a kid again, or they may make you feel this way, and it may be a hard time expressing how one feels. Those maybe a tower moment will occur, so that both of you guys can lay out on the table what it is that you guys are feeling about each other. For some of you guys, it may be a situation where somebody is partnered up and you found out that they have somebody significant, or there's something fishy going on, but I'm tired of talking about that. So, Page of Cups. Let's break this down. Oh, this is so funny. I don't want to move the cards just yet, because we have the Hierophant wanting to come out with this Page of Swords, Temperance, and then look who's sitting right here. The Magician. Now, for some of you guys, you may be dealing with a Taurus like yourself, or an air sign, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, or some of you guys may be dealing with a Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Some of you guys may be dealing with a Virgo or a Gemini, or some of you guys are just saying you have all the tools that you need to offer your love to someone or to get back out in the dating world. Now, for some of you guys, if there's somebody that you may have a little for, I feel like now is the right time to pursue them if they're kind of giving you the nudge, like, I want this. I'm just waiting for you to offer, or you guys are doing this to someone. These fucking earrings are, this one side is like hurting my ears. They're too heavy. They're like hurting my ears. So, sorry, I'm just gonna take my earrings off. This is like hurting. I was trying to give you guys this around the way girl type of look going on, but I was gonna pull out the glasses, you know, the wing weights. But you know, if you watch a different world, but anyway. The magician is also saying that, tell me more about this Page of Cups. Some of you guys may be dealing with people who have a hard time telling you how they really feel, maybe because you guys may have come off a little too strong to them, that they may be afraid to tell you what they're feeling about you. Or this could be the other way around. Page of Cups came right up. Sorry, I can't beat this. Sorry. And you know it's funny, look who's sitting at the bottom of the deck, the Nine of Wands. There's somebody that's afraid to tell you what they're feeling, or you them. To where a situation may be stagnant, or it could be another instance where, I don't know, I'm just picking this up. There's someone that wants to offer to you, or you them, but someone's still tied to another person. So that's maybe why. And honestly, they're already unsure how they feel about you, or you them. So that, all right, let me break this down. Say if you like somebody, and this person may be still tied to someone, but because you may not be expressing how you feel too much to them, they are not sure what you're feeling, so they may not want to leave whoever they're with, because that person may be a safety net for them, if that makes sense. But if that's not the case, if you've been dealing with someone for a really long time, this person may be afraid to tell you how they feel. But anyway. But some of you guys, there's people from your past that are coming back to remind you why you shouldn't be dealing with them anymore. And you have all the tools you need to find new love. But we need to let this shit go if it ain't working. You know what they say, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. It's broken and you need to just let it go because it can't be fixed. Okay? For some of you guys, it's people you just really need to walk away from, or they're forcing you to walk away from so you can find new love. And it's okay. You have the zhuzh to find new people. For others of you, it's more of a case of there's someone that really likes you, or you them, and they're having a hard time expressing to you. So maybe they're being forced to break up with a partner to tell you how they feel, or whatever the case may be, or they're going to create a situation where you guys are forced to tell each other how you feel. Because both of you guys, or one or the other, both of you guys are maybe afraid to express how you're really feeling about one another. Because I feel like somebody's really fun, or it could be just that one person may feel more for the other person, so they may be afraid. It's a lot of that. Yeah, it's a little confusing. If you guys can keep up with me. The Sun card. Now, they're saying the sun is going to enter into your sign. It's came beneath the Hierophant. Once the sun enters into your sign, a lot of this unnecessary dead weight energy, confusing energy will start to subside. But it's unless you get rid of people that need to be get rid of, get out there in the world. If you're single and looking to mingle, towards the end of the month, it will be a perfect time to go out there. Like, all the energy is going to radiate to you, but we just need you to go out there. Others of you, if you're not single and you're just trying to work some shit out, some of you guys need to be a little bit more honest and open about what you're feeling, and tell someone what you're feeling, or this person needs to tell you what they're feeling. Tell me about this Hierophant. I don't know why I feel so connected to Taurus's video sometimes. Only because this King of Pentacles energy loves to come out in my readings, and they always let me know that's Taurus's energy for me. And Three of Cups. sitting at the bottom, they're going to start talking. And it could be that, Taurus, you may be juggling two people, or the person that you're dealing with is juggling two people, and that's probably why. Or some of you guys may find out that someone that you're very fond of, or why someone can't give you the committed relationship that you want, is because they have someone else very significant to them, or they have someone else to choose between. So that's probably what the Tower moment is. And I feel like some of you guys, if you want to speed up the process of what's going on, you can remove yourself out of the situation, and now this person doesn't have a choice to choose. But anyway, tell me about this Hierophant, please. Oof. Like I said, I always felt connected to you guys reading, because I don't know who in my world that is, but you know, we'll figure out in due time. I think I have an idea, but whatever. Because I guess there's something that's going on with Sag and Taurus that I don't understand right now. There's something going on with Sag and Taurus. Not saying that all you guys are going to be dealing with Sagittarius, or you're going to deal with people who act like Sages, where they're real flighty, they're real like indecisive. One minute they love you, one minute they want you, and then when things aren't going their way, they're like, well, I'm gonna go over here and see if that works. Yeah, real indecisive. Yeah. And the reason why you guys are dealing with people who are very indecisive, because you're too decisive. Like to the point where you guys are fixated. If some of my Taurus are dealing with a Virgo or any type of beautiful energy that's very indecisive, or some of you guys may need to take a break from the dating world. No, Sagittarius can be very committed. Trust me, because I'm a Sag rising. I can be very committed if I want to be. If this shit is boring, my nigga, I'm not staying. And that's why I said sometimes Taurus can be too decisive. To the point where they're too fixated. They don't like change too much. They like things set in stone. It depends on your moon or your rising. That can kind of shift some of that fixated energy. But a lot of times, Taurus can be too fixed, too decisive, too set in one way, and that's why you guys are the Hierophant. Fixated in one ideal, fixated in one way of being. That doesn't work for a Sag. You know, that doesn't work for a Sag. Or anybody who behaves in that way of the non-committal way of being. Now, some of my Taurus are fixated on not committing, but that's a whole other ball game. To the point where you're gonna let good people go by, but that's a whole other situation. Tell me more about this Tower energy. And the reason why you guys keep getting people who are, it's so funny. Oh, I hate to talk about them because they come up. Remember I told you guys the King of Pentacles? In a minute I started talking, and then this Three of Pentacles in reverse came out. Some of you guys, this person may not be recognizing you for what you're worth, or you may not be recognizing the person that's for you. Oh gosh. But it could be more so the person is not recognizing you for what you're worth. But the problem is that you're having is that you only show them one fixated side of you. You don't show them everything that you can be. But anyway. And some of you guys, this person may need to end a third party situation, or you're ending it by leaving. I hate when my life comes up through these cards. I hate it. Because I know who this is, which is so annoying. Because every time they come to mind, I have to talk about them, their card comes. So, they must be a Taurus rising or some shit like that. But anyway. Tell me about this Tower. And I feel like the Tower's here. It's not to only break down the situation with the third party. It's to break down some of your fixated ideals. And I feel like we constantly talk about this every month. That you guys are too fixated on your way of being, what's going on, the physicality, like all this mundane shit that doesn't really matter right now. Tell me about this Tower. And this freaking Hermit keeps wanting to come out. Some of you guys are waiting on a Virgo or someone who has this Hermit-like energy where they disappear very frequently. Or this person may be waiting on you. That's probably why they went AWOL, or you, them, that's there. but they're asking of you to kind of have a new approach at life. No, I'm gonna defend Sag a little bit because I'm a Sagittarius rising and I know what tendencies you're talking about because I can have them. The problem that we have is if we find that someone isn't deep enough for us, or they're not living on the edge, or they're not like going with the flow, it's kind of like you give them this caged feeling. How can you cage, or, and let me not say just dealing with Sag, it's people who act like that. Certain people do not like to be caged or boxed, and sometimes the downside to Taurus energy, and there's very positive things about Taurus energy. But let's talk about the downside. The downside to Taurus energy is you can box someone into a routine, to a fixated lifestyle that is just so, it goes against everything that that type of energy believes in. Because life should not be such a routine. There's so much to explore, there's so much to live. And this person was supposed to teach you life isn't just about this mundane crap. What are you feeling? What are you want to do? Like, what makes you go batshit crazy? What makes you want to jump off the rooftop and scream that I love life? And I can't even say you guys are dealing with a Sag. I feel like you're dealing with people who have fire-like or Sag-like energy who just wants to do. Yes, the downside to them is that they don't think. They just want to do. They want to live. They want to experience. They don't want to just jump in a situation. Oh, let's be together. Like, no. I know for me as a Sag rising, or someone who has that type of you can't box me in mentality, it's suffocating. I just want to be able to dwell in you without you putting a blockage on what I can feel and what I can do. Not saying that I have no control, but why can't we go with this thing? And it could be the other way around. You could be dealing with someone who's like this and who's boxy, and you're the other way around. You know, honestly, one thing we're not gonna do is bash any signs. And if you're gonna bash any sign, it better not be a Scorpio, because I'm always gonna be here to defend them. Because I really know how they are. Like, yeah, they can be a piece of shit, but they love hard as shit. I'm sorry. But anyway, I know why they behave that way. Because I'm a Virgo and we're a part of their duplicity, I get why they behave that way. I'm not justifying it, but I get it. Um, it's not excusable. We're not gonna do bash Scorpios on there. Trust me, if I gave you the tea on how to get to a Scorpio, you guys are reading them all wrong. If you want to get a Scorpio to commit to, you're not doing it right. You gotta beat them at their own game. I'm sorry. You gotta beat them at their own game. Trust me, I've dealt with so many fucking Scorpios. You gotta beat them at their own game. And not in the way that you think, but we're not gonna get into that. But Taurus, what I'm trying to say is, this is so funny. You guys just need to live a little bit more. Understand why these things orchestrate the way that they are, and just not accept it, but it's just, it happened. These, sometimes people could be a piece of shit, but things are orchestrated for a reason, and it's not for you to. It has everything to do with your karma and what we need to learn from these people. Not being fixated on what these people do, not being fixated on how they are, but what they're supposed to show you about yourself that is keeping you from living the best life you could possibly live. Learn all the things you could possibly learn, experience all the things you could possibly experience. Some of you guys have been hurt so much that you can't even tell a person how you really feel. Or you may be afraid that they won't like you back, or someone may feel this way about you, but we're not going to go there. That you may not be able to find someone new, so you're trying to scrap through the trash of all the people that you threw away so that you don't have to search anymore. I'm starting to find that it's very, I ain't gonna lie, it's very easy to shut down a narcissist, but you guys just don't know how to, yeah. You feed into their shit. But, because I'm a recovering narcissist, that's why I'm telling you guys it's very easy to shut down a narcissist, because I've been one and I've been with one. So, and I've lived with one my whole life. So, tell me more about this fool's energy. We have the opportunity to now start living the best days of our lives, but, and I feel like the reason why this death card comes at the bottom deck, because this energy is Scorpio's energy and this is your energy. It's hard for you to transform this way. It's hard for you to do this. This is why this is your overall energy, and that's why this Tower and this Emperor energy is here, because it's hard for you guys to transform. It's hard for you guys to let things go. It's hard for you guys to be different than what you are. So completely shift. And that's why this Tower is here, to kind of dig up your conditioning, to dig up your ideals that are keeping you from telling someone how you feel, from, you know, screaming off the edge of the cliff about how much you love your fucking life and you love everything about you, because you're fixated. Because I don't know if you guys are stuck on society's ideals of what you should have, what you're supposed to be doing at this age, and what you're supposed to be. What do you feel and what do you want? Because these came up at the bottom of the deck. What do you feel and what do you want? Not what you think you want, not what's practical. What do you feel and what do you want? Because maybe that is the key to, oh gosh, if I keep pulling cards, my life is coming out through. This is so bad. Because I'm just pulling up the cards at the bottom of the deck. Will actually be the key to getting you everything that you want. Look who's here. Sorry. I'm getting annoyed because it's just like I can't run from this shit. Only because I'm dealing with someone who has a Taurus rising, so. Anyway. What do you feel and what do you want? Maybe the key to getting you everything that you desire in the physical. Until you start to understand what you feel and what you want, what you desire matters. Not what you think you're supposed to obtain. So I feel like some of you guys need to start taking more chances. If there's someone that you need to tell them exactly how you feel, tell them everything that you're feeling. And maybe they will tell you the same. And if not, then fuck them. At least you know that there's no words left unsaid. There's no mystery going on to the situation. That you're going to have to start taking risks. We don't want any more should, coulda, woulda. What if I told them this? No. And I feel like that person was supposed to teach you to, let's just go with it. Not saying to accept their bullshit, that's what I'm saying. Explore what you're feeling. Not just in love, just in general. Like, if it pertains to love, do it in love. If it pertains to work, do it in work. And I feel like this person was just supposed to teach you. What do you feel? What do you want to do? Not what everybody expects of you. Not what you think is right. Because what is right anyway when society creates their own fixated ideals? That makes no sense. And I feel like the Towers here is letting you know everything's coming down on you at once. Your anxiety is at all-time high. All your emotions are building up because they're like, look, We gotta let this shit out sometime. We gotta let it out. We're not gonna keep living our lives like, oh my gosh, what is everybody gonna think? Oh, what is this person gonna think? Or what is, like, if you love this person, you love this person. If you don't want to be with them, don't be with them. You know, if you don't want to do this anymore, then don't do it. If your heart's not in it, don't do it. But if your heart is in something, don't be afraid to do it because of what everybody else thinks. What do you feel and what do you want? Yes, the heart has no brain, but you know, we just have to learn to fix the heart so that when it makes decisions for us, it won't lead us astray. And the reason why you guys have not been choosing with your heart because it's been hurt. So of course it's not going to make the right decisions. We now need to fix that heart of yours. Get it back to its purest form so that we can now live with our hearts, choose with our hearts, and not with what society thinks that we should be doing. And basing off of what other people are doing. What do you feel? So if there's somebody you want to go after that you think is not right for you, but a part of you feels like it is, or even some of you guys, you can't even notice it now because you numbed it. You cut it off. Like I said, this could work either way, but this could work for people who are cross-watching for Taurus, and this could be for people who are Taurus. Tell me more about this fool. I'm curious to see about this fool's energy. Too many cards, but we'll see. Too many cards, sorry. Tell me about this fool's energy. I gotta get these videos done, so you know what? I'm in a good mood. You know, still a little sick, but you know, I was like, because I was like, damn, like I gotta finish these videos. Like, what am I gonna do? Too many cards. I don't feel that well. Fuck it, I gotta get done. And I'm not gonna rush it. I'm like really gonna give it the best that I have because that's just in me to do so. And I feel like the advice for Taurus is to give it the best you've got. Because if you don't, this actually came out this way, sorry. You will forever remain stuck. What's waiting for you will never come to you. And if you stay fixated in this energy, your emotions, everything that you're feeling will always continuously be a blur, that you will never allow your heart to lead the way because it's been damaged. And if the person that you deal with lives life that way, they go with what their heart feels, and you guys are having a hard time understanding them, is because this person, like I said, it varies, because I know some of you guys have been dealing with energies that act like mine. Trust me, it's gonna take some work. We'll work on it. Like I said, you can always email me. We'll work on it. And I'm a Virgo in a Cancer moon, so you already know once I'm hurt, I'm fucking hurt. Like, but I've managed to let a lot of shit go. But anyway, some of you guys, I know you've been dealing with energies who act like mine, who just literally live off life and it works. And you guys sometimes desire to live like that, but you don't understand how this person gets by on it. Now, I know for me, I diligently work at healing those things within my heart, that where I can live through that without it leading me astray. Because it's been healed. When you have a heart that has voids missing, when this thing, you're gonna gravitate towards things that are gonna help fill it, and it may not be the most positive. Whenever we work at our own heart to heal it, we can now trust it to lead us where it needs us to go, because it's in its purest form. When it's been damaged, it's going to gravitate towards bad because it's damaged. And I feel like the Scorpio card is here. Some of you guys may be dealing with Scorpio. Some of you guys may have Scorpio due duplicity. Or you just need to take on, and I think it could be this full moon in Scorpio as well. That's also going to help you really dig within yourselves. And if you need to change your environment to do so, change your environment. If you have to cut people off, cut them off. Tell me more about this Fool card, because I really want to know what's underneath this Fool card, because it's very positive. Or they could just be talking about Uranus being in Aries. Tell me more about this Fool card. Page of Wands. Page of Pentacles. You guys have a new adventure ahead, and it's of healing. And I feel like you guys will have the tools that you need to have a great new beginning. But you guys are afraid. What's next? And some of you guys are just so fixated in your ways that maybe you don't see an offer of love come to you. Some of you guys don't want to accept the fact that you have to step outside of your box to obtain it. Or some of you guys don't want to explore your emotions, but you know. Like I said, I'm not here to bash the people that you've been dating because of their sign. Because at the end of the day, it could be their moon or their rising sign that could be a contributing factor to why they're behaving that way. But let's pull some Romans Ancient Oracle cards and we'll wrap up Taurus's reading. Once I upload this video, I'll leave everything in my description bar below where you guys can email me or you guys can check some of my other videos out and just, you know, you guys can add my social medias. And I also have a link down below if you guys want to donate to keep my channel alive. Too many cards are falling out for you, Taurus. I'm gonna take this. I'm asking Spirit if I should take these cards. They're like, yeah, take them. Okay. You have codependency. Addictions are affecting your love life. Wedding. This is a situation involves marriage. Let go of control issues. And retreat. It's time to disconnect from the world. At the bottom deck, we have attraction. So, with codependency, I feel like I said, there's a codependency to me is just those conditioned ideals that you had that are keeping you stagnated. And sometimes whenever I see the wedding card, it reminds me of the Hierophant. Where somebody wants things one way that's very fixated, or someone's being forced to live a lifestyle that they're not. When it comes to partnerships, someone's forced to live a lifestyle that's not comfortable for them just to appease the other partner. But anyway, codependency could just pretty much be those fixed ideals that are keeping us back from living the best days of our lives, things that are keeping us back from healing our heart. And the reason why they're telling you guys to let go of control issues is because you need to learn to live off your heart, live off of life. Go with the flow. Your heart is leading you the right way, but if it's damaged, it'll lead you astray. And we have retreat because some of you guys need to retreat on some people, or someone will retreat on you, or you've already retreated, or you need to retreat from a lot of people in your environment because they may not be helping in you attracting what is you desire. You may just only be attracting things that are very deceptive or not for you. I feel like some of you guys, it's just not the partner. It could be just your friends, your family that you may have to retreat from because they may not be the most positive influences on the decisions that you make because you're living up to their expectations. Now, the goal is to retreat to sort some things out. We're not going to retreat forever because we got to get out there. It's our season. Your season's about to come up, you know. You know, whenever the sun is in your sign, or one of your signs, all right, like, We about to be lit, you know. So we need you to get out there, because if you want to meet new people, we can't meet them in the house. They not gonna show up at your doorstep like, hey, I'm here. I'm coming to take you out. I'm the man of your dreams. I'm the woman of your dreams. I came to knock at your door. Hey. No, it doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that. Trust me. It doesn't work like that. Because I'm getting this body together so I can parade this booty around all 28, summer 2018. Just don't tell Beto, because, you know, whatever. Bitch about to parade this booty around, like. Because I ain't going to find a man in my dreams in the house. Don't tell them I'm searching, though. Don't tell them that I'm searching, though. Feel me? Don't tell them that I'm searching, though. You know what I'm saying? Because he going to be mad as fuck. I don't know, but I got these decks confused already. So, do you guys have any questions for me? Before I... Whose video is next? I think Aquarius's video is next, and then Cancer. It depends on if... depends on how I'm feeling. I might just do Aquarius and call it a day, and then do Cancer, Libra, and Pisces tomorrow. Only because I need to be a little more gentle with those 3 signs. So I may just do Aquarius and then call it a night. Because I always have to be gentle with Cancer. No, Pisces is not being done until tomorrow, because Pisces, I think, is either like second to last. So, as I said, if you guys want your signs done in priority, you need to make it your diligent job to, like, share these videos the most, so that you guys can get done in priority. So, and if you guys notice, there's certain signs that gets done. And to be honest, it doesn't. Certain signs just always get done first, because they're like one of my ride or dies. But even Leo step their numbers up. They might be first next month. They want to be in second last month. Leos never really watched my videos until like last month, and then they wound up second, and they about to be first next month, and the month hasn't even ended yet. It's never too late, though, for you guys to be first. Because I remember one mid-month where I uploaded Scorpio close to last, and they wind up getting the most views and wind up going first the next month. So, never know. So, but I'll leave everything in my description bar below when I upload this. I love you guys, and I'll see you guys in April.